Hello everyone, it's Rebecca, and today I'm doing the Folklore Book Tag. So there is a question for each song on the album, so let's get started. The first question is the one, a couple you don't agree with. And for this, it might be controversial. Spoiler warning if you have not read The Hunger Games yet. But I don't agree with Katniss and Peeta. I always wanted Katniss to end up with Gale, and I just feel like what was the point of Gale even being there if Katniss didn't at least, have some sort of romantic relationship with him. But anyway, don't agree with how that ended with Katniss and Peeta. Next, we have Cardigan, a book that you loved but the ending disappointed you. And for this, I have to choose The Wicked Deep by Shea Ernshaw. And I was prepared to give this book 5 out of 5 stars up until probably 3/4 of the way through the book and how it ended because of the plot twist that I really feel didn't work at all. This book was a little bit like Hocus Pocus in the sense that there were 3, I think they were sisters, who sort of come back to life by possessing 3 girls every year. So yeah, it was like really intriguing until the plot twist, and then that completely ruined it for me. Next, we have The Last Great American Dynasty, and the question that goes along with this song is a villain that you can't help but love. I really struggled to think of one. I haven't read any books where the villain becomes the love interest or something like that. So for this, I'm just choosing President Snow because in the prequel here, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, you were kind of rooting for him at some points, but you, at the same time, were remembering his, future and what he becomes. Next is Exile, your favorite dark, hard-hitting contemporary. I thought about If I Stay by Gail Forman, but I also thought about Tiffio's, but neither of these are really dark. So I don't know, does this count as a hard-hitting contemporary? I'm not sure. Next is My Tears Ricochet, a character death that destroyed you. So I'm not going to give away any spoilers because this book is actually a sequel in a duology, and I'll just say it's one of the characters who dies in Blood for Blood. Next is Mirrorball, a character that undergoes major character development, and for this I've chosen Tally Youngblood from the Uglies series. There was less development in this first book, but more so throughout the entire series. So if you haven't read these yet, definitely do. I loved these and I want to do a reread of them. But yeah, I would say Tally goes through a lot and changes a lot from the beginning of this book to the end of that series. The next song is Seven, a favorite childhood book. And for me, I think I would have to choose one of the Boxcar Children books or Junie B. Jones. I loved both of those growing up. I tried to collect all of the Junie B. Jones books. I think I've gotten rid of them now, but that was fun. They were so colorful and the spines looked really pretty next to each other. The next song is August, your favorite summertime read, and for that I have chosen Wake by Amanda Hawking, and this is part of a series, and it is about a girl who kind of gets wrapped up in a group of mermaids. The next song is This Is Me Trying, and the question is a book that always brings you out of a slump, and for that I have chosen Tiffio's once again. Tiffio's is my favorite book, so it always brings back good memories despite how sad the ending is. Next we have Illicit Affairs, and that is your guilty pleasure read. So right now that would be Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. We all waited over a decade for this book, so I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna finish it. I'm halfway through right now. Next is Invisible String, your book boyfriend slash girlfriend, and I'm gonna choose 4 from the Divergent series. 4 has always been my favorite love interest from sort of the classic YA dystopians. Next is Mad Woman, your favorite female protagonist, and for that I would have to choose Tessa Gray from the Infernal Devices series. Next we have Epiphany, a character that has overcome a lot, and for that I am choosing Bronwyn from Raised by Wolves. And this is a book that's part of a trilogy that I don't see a lot of people talking about, but I loved this series back in high school. It is essentially about what the title says it is. It is about a girl who was raised by werewolves. Next we have Betty, a character who deserved better, and for that I'm choosing Yael. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but I'm choosing the main character from Wolf by Wolf and Blood for Blood. She 100% deserved better. Just right from the very beginning, this girl deserved better. Next is Peace, your favorite fictional couple, and for that I have to choose Lola and Cricket from Lola and the Boy Next Door. And lastly, we have Hoax, a fictional breakup that destroyed you, and I really struggled to think of one, so I'm just going to go with Twilight and Edward and Bella, because I really can't think of a better one, and I know that back when the book first came out, I was very upset reading New Moon, even though I enjoyed Jacob as a character. But yeah, I was so disappointed, and I just wanted her to end up with Edward in the end. And that is it. Those are all the questions that are part of this tag. If you would also like to do this tag, feel free to do it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!